John Gotti Jr., the accused former acting boss of the Gambino family. He claims to be the most stand-up, honorable man in the world. He often preaches to people about the importance of honoring your word. He's quick to condemn others when they don't. And he swears to people that he never, ever lies. One of the things he likes to tell people is that whatever he tells them, they can take it to the bank. However, he has told a series of blatant lies, contradictions, and deceptive, out-of-context statements, trying to change the narrative and explain away the January 18th, 2005 proffer session he had with the federal government, where, according to the FBI 302 memo documenting it, he provided information against over 30 people, including accused high-ranking Italian organized crime figures and their alleged involvement in numerous murders. Instead of just being truthful about what happened, John Gotti Jr. continued his deception on a recent December 2024 podcast with Patrick Bet-David, during which he pushed the following debunked narrative. He told Bet-David that 3 government witnesses, Joey D'Angelo, who testified that he was a soldier in the Gambino family, Dominic Cicali, who testified that he was a captain in the Bonanno family, and Joseph Big Joe Messino, who testified that he was the boss of the Bonanno family. John Gotti Jr. said that they said that prior to the 2005 proffer meeting, he got approval to attend it from none other than Vincent Vinny Gorgeous Basciano, the accused former acting boss of the Bonanno family, during a clandestine meeting that he, Gotti Jr., had with Basciano in jail.
Now, according to 3 different cooperators, 2 mainly testified against me, and a 3rd cooperator that never testified against me, but he was the most powerful of all the cooperators, okay? They all said that this is what happened. Before I went in, they said I had a meeting, a clandestine meeting in prison with Vinny Gorgeous Basciano. They accused him of being the acting boss of the Bonanno family. Really good man, solid guy. Never knew him on the streets, never met him on the streets, but I met him in prison. And they said while we were in the bullpen together, he and I, that he followed my lead. I hatched a plan that I was going to go in and do what's called an innocence proffer. An innocence proffer, and go in to establish an alibi, and I was going to testify on my own behalf in my trials. And he suggested that he would do it as well. He said to me, I'm going to follow your lead. This is not according to me. This is according to the government cooperators. He referred to me, says, John, I'm going to follow your lead. What you do, I'm going to do. Okay? Now, they also went on to say that before I went in, this was cleared with Vinny Basciano. They said it, not me.
Problem. There is a huge problem with that story. Per John Gotti Jr.'s own words, in his 2015 book, he never had a conversation with Vinny Basciano prior to being in jail with him at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, which could not have happened before John Gotti Jr. was transferred there in December 2008. In December 2008, almost 4 years after the proffer session took place, John Gotti Jr. said, specifically, I had met him in passing in the bullpen at MCC in Manhattan years ago. But this is the first time I actually conversed with him. This is the first time I actually conversed with him.
I'm going to ask you for an opinion. And I admire honesty. I truly do. I truly do.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And I had something going, I don't know what it was. I'm like, he was talking to Chris.
Who's behind the website? Who's behind the website?
The guy Chris Kasparoza.
The guy who runs the website.
Chris Kasparoza.
this guy Chris, this fucking guy Chris, he's got this fucking website, blah, 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 blah.
JohnALightFacts.com.
On JohnALightFacts.com.
JohnALightFacts.com.
You are his worst nightmare. I'm telling you, you're his worst nightmare.
Look at all this shit on here.
You want to know a great story?
Yeah.
Is the story of fucking Kasparoza.
The Kasparoza story? Yeah, I'd love to hear this.
Kasparoza story is fascinating. This is a guy, right?
Yeah.
That every rat wanted to kill.
Yeah.
Wanted to kill.
If I hadn't changed, honestly, that kid Chris, his body parts would have been all over.
Chris Kasparoza.